hiking around and stuff. It's getting late, it's getting dark. I got some ice on my beard here. It's like teens out here. It's been really cold. Oh, just going out for a little hike though. I'm just kind of getting a cabin fever, so tired of being inside. So I figured I'd chat with you guys. I don't know if you guys like these little hike and talk live streams, but we'll see. Well, somebody just joined in. Yeah, but yeah, it's getting kind of dark out here. I'm just out in the woods here hiking. So I figured I'd just chat with you guys, kind of get your guys' take on some things. Got some other reviews coming up. I got a few reviews already filmed. Just got to edit them. Editing kind of sometimes takes a little bit. And of course, I'm working on this Wooks Terra Axe for a review. And then I got Primitive Bear Knives Minuteman, kind of in the works for review as well. Got a few others jumping in. Cool. I was going to try to do a live stream with John with Heavy Set Tactical. That still might happen. I don't know. Yeah, he hasn't really got back with me, which I understand. It's Sunday and we all get busy and stuff. Seen a handful of deer earlier. Wish I filmed that, but because I got pretty close to them. Also, just letting you guys know some upcoming reviews. I showed the Primitive Bear Knives Minuteman. I showed the Terra Axe. Those are kind of in the works for a review. Yeah, I like hunting too, Carter. I got those upcoming reviews. I got a knife called from a company called Slick Knives from Spain. I got a review of that one coming up. That one's like mostly already filmed. I just gotta put it together. I got a Demco folding knife review coming up. I actually had like 3 different Demco folders. Oh, thank you, Carter, for subbing. I got a few different Demco folders, and instead of trying to do like individual videos for each one, I just did kind of like a 3-for-1 type of video. It's hard for me to get into folders as much as fixed blades. I appreciate folders. I like folders. I carry a folding pocket knife every day on me, but I just don't get into them like I do fixed blades. What's going on, Cash? I'm just out here. It's like 12 degrees out here, and I'm just hiking a little bit. I actually get a decent signal somehow down this little back road along my property, so I can do a little live streaming. It's where I've been live streaming with John with Heavy Set Tactical, which I might be canceling this live stream if he hits me up. And then we're going to start one together, but if he doesn't, then I'll just kind of chat it up with you guys. Well, I got 13 of you guys on here now. Well, I got you guys on here. This year, I'm gonna be trying to push out a lot more gun content. So I'd like your guys' opinion on that. Maybe some stuff you'd like to see and stuff. I got to kind of rebuild my gun range. I kind of let my shooting range kind of get in a little state of disrepair, but I'm going to be setting up some like walls and stuff like that so we can shoot around walls and stuff, and kind of do some more tactics type of shooting and stuff, and not just, you know, spray and pray at a flat range type of thing. Okay, we got Robin Smith, Smelly Knuckles Barks, and what's up, Gabriel? Enjoy your content. Thanks for turning me on to Work Tough Gear Knives. I currently own the V44X and Commander. Yeah, both of those look really cool. The Commander looks really cool too. I don't have it, but I have the V44X. I really like Work Tough Gear Knives. And Cash, you carried a Smith & Wesson 38 Bodyguard. Yeah, Smith & Wesson makes good stuff. I personally carry the gun I carry the most. It's on me every day I leave my house, and even on me at my house most of the times, is the Glock 26. I have it right here. Well, right there. So it's just, but if it's not there while I'm out in the woods and stuff, I have it appendix carry. And that's why I like this 511 chest pack, is because the way I have it set up, I can stuff my whole holster and everything in there. So if I decide I don't need the chest pack, then I could just stuff my holster down and appendix carry. So the Glock 26, I've been carrying the Glock 26 for 15 years now, which is kind of crazy to think about, but well, thank you, Rick. Yeah, I plan on doing more gun content. I got a few rifles I want to try to do some reviews on, and maybe do some more pistol stuff too. Probably going to be trying to do a pistols for SHTF video with my twin brother. So something else I wanted to let you guys know about as well is my twin brother recently moved up here. So he's actually my next door neighbor now. So what's going to be interesting is he's going to be uploading content as well. So, and also helping me with videos and stuff. So, I hope, of course, granted I'm working 2 jobs and doing a farm and everything too, but I hope that I'll have more regular content and hopefully higher quality content as well. Oh, what state am I in? I'm in the great state of Missouri. I live in central Missouri, so kind of right on the northern edge of the Ozark area, and it's kind of hills and hollers in my area, but it also starts to get open. I mean, so one side you can have hills and hollers, the other side you can have 1,000-yard open field. Is kind of like how my area is. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not going to tell anybody what town I'm in or anything like that for my own security stuff. Cheyenne Alexander, can you shout out my channel? Well, guys, go check out her channel. Says she does song covers. So thanks for following my channel as well. But yeah, as like far as gun content stuff goes, I want to try to obviously review some guns and stuff, but I also want to kind of explain and show more use stuff and actual tactic stuff, because I mean, I feel like there's a lot of guys, especially on the YouTube space these days, that's giving just a lot of bad information. And I also feel like there's a lot of them that's kind of all peddling the same message of like, you got to be a Fed boy like me and have, you know, a $10,000 rifle, or you might as well not even try. And it's like, shut the hell up, dude. Like, you're gay. So I think I'm gonna try to have some more grounded gun content with some of my old Marine infantry redneck experience. How about that? Michigan, 8 inches of snow on the ground. Yeah, here in Missouri, we're expecting to get like a foot of snow in the next couple days, and it's like 12 degrees out right now, and it's supposed to be negative temperature for better part of the week. I'm kind of a fan of winter, myself. However, it gets to kind of a certain point where I get kind of tired of winter at the same time. So here, give me a second, folks. Here, let me see if that works a little better. Sorry, I'm carrying the Wooks Terra Axe on me, and I had it strapped to my pack, and I took it off to mess with it for a moment, and then I didn't feel like taking my whole pack back off to put it back on. I've always been impressed with the Smith & Wesson M&P's cache. Honestly, if I wasn't so invested in Glock, I would probably consider a Smith & Wesson M&P, but because I already have Glocks and stuff like that, it's kind of hard for me to like get into a different pistol. But every time I've shot a Smith & Wesson M&P, I actually like it. If I was gonna like suggest a new pistol to anybody, honestly, like a lot of people like all kinds of different pistols, and they're like, oh, I want my Glock 34, I want this like competition Smith & Wesson, you know, M&P or whatever like that. I'm taking my glasses off. It's getting a little darker out here. It's almost 6 o'clock here, so it's getting dark pretty quick. But if I was going to suggest just like a single pistol for people, I would say get you like a smaller like EDC concealed carry type of pistol, like the Glock 26. I could fit the Glock 17 mags, the Glock 19 mags. I can interchange mags with my PCC with it, and it's on me all the time. You know, having this Gucci combat, you know, competition pistol or whatever like that at home sitting in your safe because it's too big for you to really carry it on you, it doesn't really do you much good when you actually need it. So I would highly recommend getting like something that's smaller for concealed carry first. So like if you're going the Smith & Wesson route, I would just say grab you like the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. That one actually looks pretty cool. I got Edward Kiss here. Have you had any issues of steel being too soft for any Work Tough gear knives? I personally have not had that issue with any Work Tough gear knives. Every Work Tough gear knife I've ever gotten has been done very well. Honestly, I will say Work Tough gear, and I'm not even like simping for them because I've criticized some of their models and stuff before too, and it's mostly because they sometimes make Mall Ninja goofiness than anything else. But as far as like quality and steel quality, I've never had any issues like that with Work Tough gear. I bet you wish you had some fresh cornbread right now. I don't know. I don't eat cornbread, so sounds like you're kind of triggered or something. And then Glock is pretty good too. I had the 34 for 6 years. Yeah, the 34 is a pretty neat pistol. The two that I personally like the most is the Glock 26 and the Glock 19. 223, good for hunting. Yeah, I mean, you can hunt with 223. I personally, I mean, it depends on what I'm hunting, but, you know, I generally, for deer, I prefer a 308. I just kind of like something that hits a little harder. I do use 223 a lot for coyotes and raccoons and stuff like that. But if you guys are just joining, I was also kind of talking about some of the reviews I got coming out, so you guys can kind of look forward to. I got the Primitive Bear Knives Minuteman in the works. I'm really liking that knife. And actually, by the way, the Primitive Bear Knives Minuteman, he still has a bunch of these available on his website. So if you want kind of that like handmade 5-inch, you know, kind of really solid camp knife, I'm really liking this one, and I'm just going to already say it before I'm done with the review. I already recommend it, so if you got some money you want to spend, go check him out. Another one I got in review is the it's the Slick Knives Hunter 5 and 14C 28N, made in Spain. That one's actually pretty cool too. And then I got this Terra axe. This one's a 4140 ordnance steel. When I first got this axe, honestly, the way I described it, it kind of looks like the Cybertruck kind of got mixed with an axe almost. Like it just looks kind of futuristic and weird, but honestly, in real use, it performs really good. I'm actually quite impressed with it. Look good, where to buy. If you're talking about the Primitive Bear Knives Minuteman, just look on primitivebearknives.com. Like that's where he has his own website. So he's just a small one-man shop. So, you know, he just does everything in-house and all that. Not a fan of the handle. Are you talking about the knife or the tomahawk? I might have to elaborate because I just kind of showed two different things there and I'm not quite sure which one. The axe. Yeah, so here's the handle of the axe. It looks kind of weird, but honestly, I like it quite a bit. The handle, in my opinion, is the part that impressed me the most with it. As you can see, it has just like a lot of flair to it. And so like you could really just choke back and get a lot of like good chopping, and it doesn't want to like fly out of your hand or anything like that. I'm actually the handle is the part that I like the most on the axe. I know it's not everybody's kind of thing, but this one's the micarta version. They also have a walnut version as well. I would say it would be kind of cool if the handle came kind of higher up onto like closer to the head. I think that would have been cool, but thus far I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Yeah, they do have a walnut handle. It's a full tang axe though, so you know you gotta kind of put that into consideration too. And I might have to do a video kind of describing that sometime, of like the advantages of a full tang axe and disadvantages, because there is some obvious disadvantages. A wood handled axe just has a better weight distribution than a full tang axe. A full tang axe, a lot of times they just don't hit as hard as a wood handled axe because there's as much weight kind of going throughout the whole thing, versus a wood handled axe, all the weight's kind of more towards one end. And so there's that, but I also find that full tang axes kind of has some advantages too. Yeah, Kennard's in here. Kennard is my twin brother, so you guys will be seeing him on the channel a lot more. And also, he's talking about 9mm versus raccoon, 9mm winning. That's because I smoked a raccoon earlier with a 9mm. If you guys don't live out in the country or have livestock and farming and all that stuff, then you probably won't know this, but raccoons are like the scourge of livestock, and they'll just come in and try to kill your chickens and rabbits and everything like that for no reason at all. They don't even eat them, they just kill them. And so I kind of return the favor, and if I see a raccoon, I kill them. It's just how it is. It's just kind of a mutual agreement. So yeah, we were driving around and there was a raccoon, and I hopped out of the Jeep real quick and smoked him. So that's what he's talking about. Do I have a foldable pocket knife? I do have a foldable pocket knife. I'm wearing bibs and stuff. It's like I said, it's like 12 degrees out here, and it's hard for me to fold it and lock it and everything. Well, got the Demco Shark Cub. I'm in love with this folding pocket knife. This is my favorite. The Demcos in general are my favorite. I think the Shark Cub and the 80-20.5 are my favorite ones. It's a little hard for me to close with gloves on. It's why I do recommend fixed blades a lot of times, is because when you're wearing gloves, especially like thick gloves and stuff, and it's cold in winter and everything like that, and you're trying to do stuff out in the woods, it's a lot easier to just grab a fixed blade and good to go type of thing, right? Also, you know, if you know type of thing, but under a lot of stress and pressure and stuff like that, it's kind of easy to mess up a folding mechanism of any kind versus just pull something out of a sheath. So, you know, there's that too. I like folding pocket knives, but they're kind of more of just like a daily beater type of knife and not necessarily like my main go-to type of thing. And other fixed blade I got on me, I can't really get to it right now with camera going and bibs on and everything like that, is I got my Hawk on me, made by Very Good Knife Company, which that's something else. I'm going to make an announcement here. I do have another, we're going to be trying to do another drop of the Hawk, and we're going to be trying to do another model that's kind of through Very Good Knife Company. And I might be trying to get another model going, one of my designs going through another bigger company too. So I'll update you guys on that when I got more information and stuff. But well, let's just say this: if you like a medieval sax style blade and you like the style of blade of the Hawk, you'll like what this is for sure. It's just going to be a bigger blade. So let me ask you guys, do any of you guys actually like to carry a bigger knife on you? Like, so every day I have my Demco folder on me and some, 3.5 inch EDC fixed blade. So, for me, it's about 90% of the time my Hawk from Very Good Knife Company. However, I live in a free state and I can carry whatever the hell I want. Sometimes I'll carry like a 5, 6, 7 inch just belt knife on me as well. Do anybody else do that? Like, are you guys in enemy territory and you can't do such things, or I don't know, you might be kind of liberal and gay and feel like you're a slave and worship your masters or whatever too, and don't do such a thing. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Tell me what you guys think. It is getting dark out here pretty quick, so I probably won't be on here too much longer. We'll say about another 5-10 minutes. How about that? But Demco Free Rein is my usual fixed blade. The Demco Free Rein is really awesome. I like the Demco Free Rein. I actually had 2 of them. I had the Tanto one, and I have I also have the drop point one. I like the drop point one more. I gave the Tanto one to Jacob Peterson. I'm kind of waiting for his review. And both of mine are in the AUS 10 steel, which I'm actually pretty impressed with. My folders are in the AUS 10 as well. And Demco does really good work with that AUS 10 steel. And my last live stream with John, we kind of got into that. And there's a lot of steels that are just very underrated. And I think AUS 10 is very underrated. The only thing I'd like to see with the Free Rein is I would like to see a true full tang version of it. Like, just come out with one with just slab scales on it. I think that would be really awesome if they did that. Bryant Gortney, just found your channel wondering where I'm at. I'm in the free state of Missouri, central Missouri. I'm out here on my own farm. So I have my own farm, got my own land, all that good stuff. Mark here, love the hawk and very good knife company. Keep up the great work and videos. Well, thank you, Mark. Yes, we're going to try to come out with another drop of hawks. I told Jacob with Very Good Knife Company, if we do another drop of hawks, I'd like to do more Nitro Vs because the Nitro Vs sold like within a minute. All the Nitro Vs. On the last drop, we did 40. And we had 30 ADC RV2s and 10 Nitro Vs. And all the Nitro Vs sold in like less than a minute. And then the ADC RV2s, which there's nothing wrong with ADC RV2. It's a great steel. But they didn't sell quite as quick. So I'd like to do like a smaller... I'd like to do a smaller drop, maybe like a 20 or so drop of just all Nitro V and kind of see what those do. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know and I'll try to kind of keep you guys up to date and stuff. I'm being joined here with Brother Kenny and his little sidekick, Finnegan.
The mini Huntsman.
Yeah, well, the last Huntsman channel is going to become like a whole entire tribe. Because actually, that's something we could kind of get into. Because a lot of these people are like...
gotta go find your tribe, right.
They're like hyping up a lot of preparedness and stuff. And their idea of preparedness is like, oh, I got my 72-hour bug out bag and I'm just going to like run out in the woods and probably starve to death in a week or whatever. Like, to me, that's stupid. I want to have... essentially a community, a real community, not like an online stupid gay community, like a legit community of family and friends on land, and we're all actually homesteading and have real world skills that we can do real world stuff on. So, I don't know, let me know what you guys think of that. I've tried to do some homesteading stuff on the channel before. I've tried doing like some livestock stuff and some gardening stuff and I've even done hunting stuff as well, and it just doesn't seem like nobody really gives a crap about that.
It's just boring, Gabe.
But if you guys are interested in some of the more like homesteading, preparedness, like hunting stuff like that, then let me know and I'll try to get some more of that onto the channel. Thomas here, I like the First Strike design for Very Good Knife Company. I've been wanting a First Strike for a little while now. I'm going to have to hit them up sometime. I think...
You told me that's one I should try to go for.
Yeah, I might let Brother Kenny get the First Strike, and I will try to get my... So, actually, I'll just describe the new design that I want to do. Basically, if you guys seen my Huntsman design... through Very Good Knife Company. We're going to try to do another drop of those sometime in the future. But I want to use that same handle with a large, well, I wouldn't say necessarily large, like a medium 6 to 6.5 inch blade length sax style blade that's basically the same blade shape as the hawk. So it would basically be a big ass hawk, but I'm going to call it the Eagle. So then, you know, Jacob...
Blood Eagle, bruh.
But so basically Jacob with Very Good Knife Company would have the Falcon, which is one of his original designs, and then the Hawk, which is one of my designs, and the Eagle, which will also be one of my designs. And so it will be like a large kind of combat utility sax, essentially. But... and then reminds me of the buck knife. Oh, the First Strike. Yeah, I mean, the First Strike is kind of like it's kind of like a classic just combat belt Bowie knife, honestly. And Mark, yeah, I like his Nitro V a lot. And the Eagle, yeah, I'm excited about that. I definitely want to try to get the Eagle in the works. I'll keep you guys up to date on that. I think it's going to be a pretty epic knife. I'm probably going to do it in ADCRV too. One, for the size, I think that's a great steel. for that size of knife, but also once you start kind of getting that big, then Nitro V starts getting expensive, and I'd hate for it to cost too much. And you know, I think Nitro V is a great steel. I think it's ideal for, you know, a smaller knife, and I think ADC or V2 would be a little more appropriate for it. But yeah, thank you, Rick. I really think the Eagle will be a really cool knife too. But well, guys, hey, thank you all for hopping on and stuff. I'm just gonna make this kind of a quick live stream. I didn't really even have plans for it, but got kind of bored, and so I figured I'd just chat with you guys. But Phobos knives, I kind of had a bad run-in with Phobos, so I personally, it's not that I like hate them or anything like that. I don't think they're like the most practical knives in all honesty, but more so I had an issue with the sheath and I showed it, and Phobos wanted me to delete part of a video to kind of hide from you guys that their sheath was crap, and so I'm not cool with that personally. I like to try to be transparent, and if something kind of sucks, then I'm going to show it, you know. And it wasn't that the sheath like sucked, it just didn't actually retain the knife.
And I mean, to their credit, the knives are awesome. Their knives are great. It's just,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their designs are a little wonky. Like, it's kind of like the like tactical mall ninja stuff, and they just have a lot of excess stuff going on. And really, when you are a real user, then a lot of that excess stuff going on is just kind of like, what the hell is the point in this, you know? But that's all I'm going to get into for that. But guys, thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. It's getting cold really quick, and it's getting dark, so you guys aren't even going to be able to see me anyways. So
a bunch of coyotes out.
yeah, I'm hearing coyotes out right now. But thank you all for joining, and as always, be prepared both physically and spiritually. God bless, and carry